Hi everyone, welcome to episode 4. This episode takes us from just north of Arno Bay, Red Banks Beach, where we stayed for a couple of nights. Windy again, unfortunately. Then we moved on to Point Gibbon. Had a bit of an issue trying to find Point Gibbon because there's 2 Point Gibbon campsites on Wikicamps, but never mind, we eventually got there. First day was beautiful, then unfortunately it turned to rain for the whole day, wind the next day. So we decided to pack up after the third night and went on through Cowell, through Whyalla, just to have a look. Saw a dolphin at Whyalla, which was quite nice. Then we moved up to Port Augusta, stayed there for 4 nights, and during the stay there we managed to get the hot water system working, which we're relieved about. So it works on gas as well as the electric now, so we're all sweet for off-grid camping again. So we stayed there for 4 nights, had a bit of a look around. Not a lot to see in Port Augusta, but anyway, the weather was kind to us, so that was nice. Then we've moved from there down into the Yorke Peninsula now, which is nice. We went down to Port Broughton, which is a lot smaller than I actually thought it was, but the weather started off beautiful, as you'll see, and then once again the rain and the wind came in with a huge storm. Bit of flooding around the campsite in the caravan park, but that's all right, we deal with it. Then we've moved from there, we've come down to Port Hughes, and we've been here for 3 nights so far. We leave tomorrow to go on to probably Maitland, just do a couple of low-cost camping between now and Easter when we get to Point Turton. So that should be good. So yeah, beside the weather being windy in South Australia, which it's renowned for anyway, which is what it is, we'll end up heading up to Manham after Easter and do some camping around the Murray River, which should be great. We enjoy that. So hope you enjoy the episode. Thank you for those who have followed along and watching our travels, and thanks for the subscribe, and enjoy. This is us leaving Red Banks Beach. Hubby's just backing out. We pulled in straight because of the wind was horrendous. Let's hope he doesn't jackknife it like he did the other day when he was turning down the bottom here. And that's something he's not talking about. But I'll just show you the evidence of the damage. And yes, I've noticed he's been Googling Adelaide PPF installers. So I'm assuming we're doing a detour eventually. But yeah, we'll see. He reckons no, but I reckon yes. We all know him. You good, love? Alright, off we go to Cowell Bay. It's been lovely here. So here we are, set up at Point Gibbon campground. It was a bit of an issue getting in here today. We went to the other one, which is named the same. But anyway, we got here, another 20 k's down the road, wasn't bad. The setup's good. We're staying for 4 nights and the views are pretty good. Hubby's sitting over here on his private little pergola. There's 15 campsites here. and where there's also 2 flushing toilets, which is good. Another campground over there with unallocated sites called Dunes Campground. Got the hills and farmland in the background, and she's a ripper. Are you enjoying your stay at Point Gibbon Campground, love?
Hey.
How are you enjoying your stay so
Beautiful.
far? All good?
Yep.
Terrific.
No wind.
Nope. We'll park the right way if there is wind.
Yep, nice.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Just driven into Whyalla. We left a day early from where we were camping because the weather was just atrocious. Wind coming straight off the ocean, not fun. So we're driving up to Port Augusta today. We've called into Whyalla and we're going out to have a look at the Circle jetty. Right, this is coming up to the Circle part of the jetty. I don't know why they actually built a circle jetty, but I haven't found any information as to why. A few people fishing. And this is it. And it just goes out to another straight bit of jetty. Interesting. It's got a lookout at the top of the hill, but we can't take big caravans up there, so we won't be going up there today. Not a bad little town. There's 1 dolphin in here at the moment. Sometimes there's up to 12, they say.
They're almost photogenic, aren't they?
They're beautiful. They're looking for a free feed. But yeah, he's on his own at the moment. Such a majestic animal. The old Whyalla boat. We're at Port Augusta at the moment at Matthew Flinders Redcliffe Lookout, and there's a bit of a walking trail you can go on. See the train line in the background and the Flinders Ranges, and you can walk up there, which we will in a minute. This is the highest point of the lookout. Do a little 360 pan around. Watch the trucks going down the highway. Huge windmill farm over in the background. And that's that. Here's hubby enjoying the pool at Port Broughton. Lovely park. Been quite warm since we got here, which is good. We've been swimming. This is like the inlet in front of us. The park's pretty empty. Not surprising with the price of diesel. No one's coming. And we're down the back there somewhere with the waterfront view too. This is Michael going off for a stroll on a nice Port Broughton morning. It has absolutely bucketed down and there was no warning that it was even going to rain. That is insane. Insane. $34 yesterday, swimming in the pool, no forecast of rain, and it just hasn't stopped since we've woken up. Oh, I can't win a trick.
Beautiful morning here at Port Broughton. I reckon we could get maybe a couple of millimetres today, according to the forecast, but perhaps not until this afternoon. Nice. Oh well. That's life. Morning everybody. Sunday morning. Just thought we'd go for a walk down to the jetty down here at Port Hughes in the Yorke Peninsula. First day we've been here. This is our third day here. This is the first day we've had clear skies. Yesterday was overcast all day. Hardly saw the sun until about 5 o'clock last night, but yeah, today looks nice. Bit of easterly blowing, but it's not too bad. A few boys going out in their boats. Here's the Port Hughes Tavern here. Come here not last night, the night before, had a meal. Little King George whiting and chips was pretty good. Donna had the carbonara, she said that was okay. So yeah, it gets quite a crowd in there on Friday, Saturday night. But pretty good for a little town with such a small population to get such a big crowd. Just walking past the fuel houses here, and just like the way we're going at the moment, there's no fuel here, and if there was, we're paying about $2.25 locally here at the moment. Here's the general store. It's the little cafe on the seaside. Went in there yesterday with Donna, thought might buy myself a bag of hot chips, you know, for lunch. And I walked in there, and old mate's got the prices on the board. A small bag of chips, $12. Medium bag was $16 and a large bag was $20. I said to myself, you know, I love my hot chips, but I thought, you got to be kidding me, mate. $12 for a small chips? I'm sure your potatoes aren't coming from the Middle East with the fuel. So I walked out, went back to my caravan, and Donna made me a couple of hot dogs for lunch, so that was all good. So this is the jetty, guys. Not the longest jetty we've been along, but good one all the same. It's amazing how many of these towns along the way have got these jetties, and something we don't have a lot in the West, timber jetties like this, but unfortunately they're all looking in a bit of a poor way. You know, they've been built many years ago, and over the years the seas have taken their toll, and a lot of them are, if they're not closed, they've certainly, part of them have been closed because they're obviously no longer safe for people to use. So yeah, a bit of a problem for the South Australian government, because no doubt that's going to cost many thousands of dollars to have these jetties restored, because they all seem to be in the same state. They're all sort of built around the same time, I'd imagine. And you know, when you look at the piers going into the water, a lot of them are looking like they've seen better days. So they certainly a very vital part to these little towns, because it brings the people in. Nice safe place to bring the family. People of all ages can come out here and have a fish without taking any risks, like when you rock fish and stuff in parts of WA. This is a nice pleasant place to just come along and spend a few hours and have a bit of fish. I haven't seen much being caught here in the 3 days we've been here. I had an old mate next to me in the caravan park, said he caught 5 squid in the week he was here. So I haven't bothered getting the gear out to give it a go. So I haven't seen anyone getting any crabs, but yeah, maybe just not the right time. But yeah, no doubt everyone is still giving it a go, and nevertheless, whether they're catching anything or not, everyone's still out here enjoying the sunshine. As you can see, that's the caravan park up there on the hill. So yeah, very close to to the jetty in Port Hughes, and just an easy stroll down here. Come and have a look. Yeah. Morning, mate.
Morning.
Yesterday morning was a complete glass off. There wasn't a wind at all. There was a few people out there fishing in their canoes. Again, I didn't see anyone catch anything. It's a bit light on for the fishing at the moment, but still a nice walk out here. See what everyone's doing. Morning, mate. This is an example of how they're trying to temporarily keep the jetty open by putting the steel lintel across the deck here. Obviously the piers have let go from underneath and she's dropped down, so they're doing what they can to keep them open, because I think these little places with these jetties closed would certainly reduce the number of people who would want to stop in these little towns, because these jetties kind of are almost the centre attraction for people to come and stop here. But yeah, coming towards the end of the jetty now, just a few more people fishing. Yeah, we'll leave it here. Out at the end of the jetty, just a couple of people having a fish. I was out here yesterday morning. There was a family. They had their tent set up. Looked like they'd spent the night out here. Well, that wouldn't be a bad thing. You wake up in the morning, you'd look out your window, it'd be like you're waking up on a cruise ship. The only difference would be you wouldn't have to wait 20 minutes for the elevator to take you up to the breakfast buffet. So all good.